Hello, welcome. Come over to Insight Timer if you would like to be part of the interactive experience. Hmm. All right. Welcome. Ah, we'll wait a few moments before we get started. But for those who are here, thank you for being here. And hi, Michelle. Let's do a little sound test. So, first of all, if you have a device that you can turn horizontally or turn sideways, I invite you to do that so that you can see both of us very clearly. And oh, hi, Rosita. And if you can't turn your device sideways, hopefully you can see. Hi, Esme. You see us both. So if you aren't able to see the widescreen view, hi, Liz. Are you able to see both of us? That's my first question. Can you see both of us? Okay, excellent. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Judy. Hi, Heike. Wonderful. Okay, great. Hi, Angela. Wonderful. Okay, now the next test is can you hear Sandy if she speaks?
Hello, everyone.
Say something
I
else.
hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm so glad you're here to be with my beautiful daughter, and I get to sit in today. I'm so blessed.
All right, great. It looks like the sound is coming. Oh, very soft. Okay, some people are saying soft, some people are saying clearly. So, Mama, maybe one thing you can do, let's scoot your chair forward just a smidge so you're a little closer to the mic with me. We're trying to use the headset rather than the desk mic since we're sitting so much close or further away. Okay, great. Great. Yes, thank you. It sounds like for some people it's soft, for others not. So maybe if you can just turn your volume up. Okay, wonderful. Thank you for your support in our technical journey. And again, if uh, if you're able to turn your device sideways, I invite that so that you can see this beautiful background that we have and see our faces without them maybe being sorry, maybe being cut off. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Warm welcome, everyone. My name is Selena Layel. This is our weekly satsang that we have together where we just come together as community. We explore different topics related to greater freedom and awakening and living a full, rich, beautiful life of our own creation. Um, we often meditate together. Our sessions change each week, and today we have the great joy and pleasure of having Sandy Magram join us. Sandy is an incredible, beautiful, wonderful, magical soul and powerful teacher. Sandy is here on Insight Timer. You can check her profile page out, Sandy Magram. She is adding some lives to her page or to her profile. So I invite you to check her out and join her for her lives that are coming up, one of which will be happening Friday, February 10th at 6 p.m. Eastern. And I'll let her share a little bit more about what that might look like. Mm, but warm, warm welcome and warm welcome. We have live sessions each week. I often lead asana sessions, the physical practice of yoga, and we have satsangs like this. Our next session together will be next week. We won't be having our regular Friday session this week. I have many, many recordings here on the app. We have a group called Love Heals All. And I also have 2 courses, Yogic Practices for a Peaceful Life and Awaken My Heart, a guide to living with self-love. Sandy is really an exquisite human being. And I know it might be easy to think that because I'm her daughter, she's my beloved mother. But it's so much more than that. The reflection that I've received my whole life from other people is, wow, your mom is so magical. Wow, your mom is so wise. Wow, your mom is so special. She's like an earth angel. So it's not just bias. She really is a very beautiful, special being that I feel very blessed to have in my life and blessed to get to share with our beloved community here. Sandy has been a teacher of meditation for over, isn't it
53 years.
53 years, longtime meditation practitioner, longtime teacher, wisdom keeper, explorer of the seen and unseen in this realm of awakening and freedom and peace and love. She is the cornerstone of teachings of compassion and love in my life from the time that I came into this world. So I really warmly welcome you to find her on the app here, listen to the few meditations she has, join her for her lives. She's a spectacular gift to each of us. Hi, everyone. Hi, Brad. Hi, Anika. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Michelle. If I didn't see your name because it was sliding through the comments, please feel free to say hi again. It's always wonderful to hear from you, to know that we're here together. So, without further ado, why don't we move into a brief meditation to just become a little more settled in our time together today? Go ahead and close the eyes. Or you can just have the gaze soft if that's more comfortable. Feel the shoulders relaxing down. Allow a space between the teeth and the lips so the jaw can soften. And start to deepen your breath. Slow, deep breaths. Feel the belly and the rib cage expanding as you inhale. And feel the body letting go and relaxing as you exhale. Inhale deeply, fully welcoming this breath of life. Exhale completely. Welcome your mind to this moment. Help your body, your nervous system to start to slow down by taking these slow, conscious breaths, by feeling the sensations of the body breathing.
Let your attention, your awareness, move into the space of your heart chakra. Feel, see, know the light that is there. Feel the energy of this beautiful heart of yours. So faithful, so true. It just keeps beating from your first breath to our last breath. The seat of the soul, the seat of love. Allow yourself to feel, see, know yourself surrounded by this love. Feel it moving out and penetrating into your body. This love is always, always with us.
And if you are feeling a sense of resistance or feeling disconnected from this sense of love, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe just take a breath and welcome the thought, there is love within me and around me. Whatever you're experiencing is okay.
Let your awareness now move into your body, out into your organs, bringing this light and this healing love, this fullness of life and breath into your lungs, into your kidneys, liver, all of your organs, into all of your glands, thyroid, pituitary, into all of your systems, skeletal, endocrine, reproductive. Just feel this light sweetly penetrating all of your body. See it happening. Know it's happening just with your thought. The power of your own thought into every cell, into your DNA. Feel the peace that this awareness, this knowing, this love brings.
And remember, we don't always have an emotional experience with some of these qualities of freedom or peace or love. So, whatever emotions may be here or thoughts, whatever they are, it's okay. It's okay. You don't need to force yourself to feel anything. Rather, let us practice, let us consider that the peace, the love, the ease that we long for is already inside, underneath the layers of thought and emotion. There is an ocean of presence. And this beauty of presence is you. Imagine that each one of us, underneath our layers of judgments and fears and guilt and anger and shame and sadness, that underneath all of these layers of emotions and thoughts, stories, that each of us is this beautiful ocean of presence. And it's as if we could rest in this ocean of presence together for just a moment. I am not who I thought I was. I am not who I think I am. I am so much more. I am so much more. Let's take a full deep breath in together. Exhale through the mouth. Let your body relax. Inhale deeply. Relax the shoulders, the belly, the face. One more breath like this. Inhale. Become aware of your body. Feel your breath. Slowly start to move the body, welcoming the sense of presence to the physical body, in the physical body. And if your eyes are still closed, slowly open them. Thank you. So lovely. I think, as always, I'd like to really say or give us this sense that wherever you are, whatever you're feeling right now, every part of you is welcome here. Every part of you. Maybe right now you're feeling lots of joy and freedom and you're laughing. Maybe right now you're feeling totally lost. Maybe you feel like you're in the dark. Maybe you feel like life is just pouring down on you and happening to you. Whatever you're feeling, I welcome every part of you here. Can you welcome all of yourself here? You could even say, just for now, I'm going to practice accepting all of these parts of myself. You don't have to do it forever. Just for now. Just for now, I give myself permission to exist just as I am, without feeling like I have to change something, fix something, that there's something wrong with me. Just for now, I practice accepting myself exactly as I am. Great to see you, Andy. This is so important. I feel like this is a primary teaching of liberation. The practicing of accepting all aspects of our experience. Angela's sharing, yesterday I was tired and overwhelmed. Today I'm working on staying present. Beautiful. Beautiful. Sandy, do you have any wisdom you'd like to share today? Anything coming up in your heart that you'd like to share with our beautiful, beautiful community?
Mm. Well, I, you know, I've been meditating for a very long time. I've been alive for a very long time. And I think for me, I've gone through the roller coaster ride. I still do, of ups and downs, beating myself up, loving myself totally. And I think for me that this whole journey of 75 years so far has been one of making me my best friend, taking me wherever I am, loving me for whoever I am in the moment. I can be bitchy. I don't know if I can say words like this. I can be sweet and loving. I can be weird. I can be tired and a victim. I can be rushing around doing all the work I do all the time and not really bumping into people, but not really seeing them. But it's all about accepting me just the way I am every single moment and loving me every single moment. That might not love myself in that first moment, But then I have compassion for myself. It's just when I can have compassion for myself and when I can love myself, I seem to love everything outside of myself.
Hold on, let's just take a moment here. Can we do like a little rewind? Can you repeat that for us, please?
I said, when I feel compassion for myself, no matter where I am, no matter who I'm being, and when I love myself, it seems like I love and have compassion for everything and everyone outside of myself.
Angela sharing, me too. I'm working on not beating myself up on my off days.
And that's beautiful. And I love what you're saying, staying present. When we're present, we're here right now in this moment together. Me loving you, you maybe loving us, maybe right.
Not.
We're not in the past of regrets and guilt and all of the things that come with the past because that's already gone. It doesn't even exist anymore unless we take our attention back there into the suffering, into the guilt, into the grief, whatever's back there, into the joy, even. It's gone, it's past. The present is right now in this moment. And think of all the miracles that we miss when we're in that past or we're in the future. We can be excited about the future, but a lot of times the future holds fear because we don't know what the future holds. So if we're present right now in this moment, it means we're in our heart, we're in our body, we're aligned, our mind, our heart, our soul are right here, right now.
It's beautiful. Anika shared, amen to that. So true. And then when I love everything outside of me, I love myself even more.
Yes. And that's where the joy comes. The joy of experiencing it on, and also on the inside, in the inside, and seeing it on the outside. And when you see it on that outside, the love, the joy, the presence, it's like it can even make you feel more joy inside. It's like meeting yourself on the highest part of yourself. Because I found that in truth, you all are me. This is me. Everything is me. It might be, it's hard to, when I find myself beating myself up, or this is it, when I find myself judging myself through someone else outside of me, because that's what I'm doing, I go, whoa, that's only me. That's just me right there that I'm having this judgment about. I don't know that person's karma. I don't know that person's life. I don't know what made that person be the way they are in this moment. There are so many people we meet in life for just those moments, and we have these judgments, these quick judgments about them. We may never see them again, but they could be one of the most beautiful beings on earth. It's just that the moment before we saw them, something happened in their life that made them contract and made them seem a different way than who they truly are.
Can we just say mic drop? Like, do we really need to go anywhere else with that? I'm going to borrow this back so our voices are in the center of it. Ah,
wow. In the mud. Yes, and Anita. In the mud. Yes. Mm.
yeah. I'm just taking that in and just taking in the nourishment of being in this presence of compassion. You can, for those of you who we've been together for some time, you can probably sense some of where my presence and experience and expression of compassion comes from. If this is what I was raised with, yes, this kind of mentality. What a gift. And it's never too late. So often I work with people and they have this sense of like, oh, I'm in my 50s and I'm just now getting started on my path, or I'm in my 60s, or I'm, I'm just now starting to do this work. It's never too late. And what I say often to people is that many never do this work in their lifetime. They live their entire lives in the unconsciousness and the suffering of that unconsciousness. So, whatever age you are, wherever you are in your path, you're right on time. And what a gift you are giving to yourself to be where you are, whether that's coming to a satsang on occasion, or listening to meditations from time to time, or meditating regularly, wherever you are in your path, you're right on time. How does that feel in your heart to hear everything that Sandy just shared? What does that feel like inside? And as always, this is a place for us to be authentic. It's not a place of positive vibes only. So maybe some of you are like, oh, it feels so good. And others are like, oh, it doesn't feel good for whatever reason. So whatever you're feeling is very welcome here. So what are you noticing? What are you aware of as she says this? What happens inside of you? Angela's sharing, I started my journey decades ago. I realize now that I wasn't ready then. Or you could also think about it this way. Whatever seeds were planted decades ago have been germinating. It's always right on time. At least it's a really nice perspective to adopt, because the alternative is resisting what is and causing suffering, right? So what are you noticing inside, my loves, when you experience this compassion and this expression from Sandy? Gunila sharing, very wise, but I have big problems focusing the last couple of years. Okay, no issue. Why are you beating yourself up for that? This is what we do. The mind kind of focuses on something that we're experiencing. It makes a judgment about it being bad or wrong. And then we often get caught in a loop of judging ourselves for being where we are. You know what I mean by that?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Where it's like, okay, I'm in this natural cycle right now of, I'll give an example. I'll do some workshopping real time with my own inner world so we can kind of have a real time example here. And I, of course, always happy to work with something that's up for you. But like, I've been experiencing a lot of really intense energy inside, and I could name it many things. I could name it pain coming up. I could name it, darkness being released. I could name it depression. Who knows? I could probably find a million names for what I've been feeling inside. But it's arising. It's coming up, right? How do I know it's coming up? Because it's here. So this discomfort, this pain, this intensity is coming up within me. And what the mind, even with all of the teachings and all of the putting into practice, the mind often still resists it. So there's an old pattern of judging this as it being wrong or bad, or thinking I have to figure it out, or thinking I have to immediately change something in my life to get away from it. There's a resistance to what is naturally arising, and also a judgment that there's something wrong with it. What would it be like if, one, I could meet myself with greater compassion and say, okay, there's this stuff coming up, this pain, this discomfort, whatever I want to call it. It's scary because I don't know when it's going to end. I don't fully understand it, but it's here. So what if I could first meet myself with compassion? And then maybe after that, there is an opportunity for me to say, okay, now how can I support myself? Maybe I know I need to be more dedicated to my sadhana, taking time for my meditation or spiritual practices every day to help uplift me. Or maybe I know I need to stop engaging in something in my life so I'm able to support myself better. But do you see the difference here? One is the meeting myself with compassion, and maybe that's the end of it. Maybe we just need to meet ourselves with compassion. And then maybe after that, there's some room to say, okay, Now how can I serve myself better? What do I need? What is being called from within me? Okay, coming back, because Gonila shared a couple of things here. Okay, so my question was essentially like, why is it an issue, or why are you beating yourself up for not focusing? And your share here, my love, was, I don't know. I really need to be nicer to myself. Yeah, and also you sharing, yes, a lot has been coming up for you as well. So right there in that, we can all just pause in this experience with Gunila, because I imagine everyone here, maybe not every one of us, but most of us can relate to this. Wow, there are certain things that I experience, maybe even right now, where there's a sense of it being wrong or bad, and I'm beating myself up for feeling it. And then what would it be like right now, rather than beating yourself up, to meet yourself with some compassion? Ah, I'm feeling this way right now. I don't like it. It's uncomfortable, but it's what's here. Did you want to add something onto that?
Compassion and forgiveness. They're direct opposites on one level, but they're sometimes for humans the hardest thing to do, to give to ourselves.
Can I clarify?
Yes,
When you say that compassion and forgiveness are opposites, do you mean they can feel like opposites
yeah,
for us?
yes,
Thank you.
yes. And they say that forgiveness is one of the hardest things for a human to do.
Mm.
And again, outside of myself, I see that all of this is out there and all of this is me. And it's almost like, why hold on to the stuff that doesn't feel good?
Let's just pause there for a moment, because that's a really good question. Will you repeat it for us, please?
I said, what I've found is, why hold on to something that doesn't make me feel good?
Mhm. And there are a lot of reasons why we do that, though.
Yes, protection.
Protection, survival strategies, ways of being that we developed as a child to just navigate our worlds, not knowing any better. So many reasons.
Right, right. But the choice is every second. I mean, every second. I mean, here's the thing. Let me see, how could we do this? So,
We first become aware, right?
yes,
Because most of us hold on to the pain with unawareness. We just get caught in the loops of our stories and our repeated patterns and dramas, and we say, oh, my life is like this. Why is it like this again? So the first step is awareness. Ah, in this moment, some part of me is choosing to hold on to this pain. No one's forcing me to. I am the one in some way that is choosing to hold on to it. And then it becomes more of an opportunity every second to then say, do I wish to continue holding on to this? Now, again, we could go deeper here, but I want to give this back to Sandy. Remember, this is not spiritual bypassing. We're not saying to just pretend like it's not there, pretend you're so spiritual that you don't need to feel pain. Often pain is energy moving, emotion, energy in motion. So we're not saying not to feel. But there is something very powerful that can happen sometimes, where in that split second you recognize you're holding on to pain. You might even realize you're creating the pain in the moment. And you might even feel empowered to let it go. Now, if it doesn't go away, then usually that's an opportunity to feel it, or something deeper inside asking for attention. Okay, back to you.
okay. So, yes, Angela, we learn some of these patterns. We learn from our parents, we learn from our friends, we learn from our peer group when we're growing up. And also, yeah, change is a little bit of work, because it's
A lot of work.
we can't just slide through life going through the same, what do you call it, minefield. I mean, to change, it does take awareness. Just close your eyes for a second. Just everybody close your eyes. Just take a couple of deep breaths and settle into your body. Go in and feel your sits bones on the chair. Feel your feet on the floor. Feel your hands. Feel your heart. Now think of something that happened today that caused contraction in you. Someone was mean, said something. You were late for work. Just think of something and see how that contraction feels in your body. In your body. Now take a deep breath in, and then just feel the expansion. Know it's happening. Imagine that it's happening in your body as you take this deep cleansing breath in, and just kind of blow out the contraction for a second. Just take a deep breath. Yes. Another one. Blow out that contraction, that hurt, that pain. And one more time with some force. Now again, let your awareness be in your body, feet on the floor. Feel your sits bones on the chair, your shoulders relaxing, the in and out of your breath. Just be in your body. Let the mind be easy. Now think, feel, imagine a time when you were so happy or so at peace. Just let the thoughts flow through your mind of those times. Where was that happiest time? Breathe in that expansion. Find that happy, at peace time. Now feel what that feels like in your body. Some joy, some peace, a lessening of the contraction that is in the body. Feel that. Imagine it. The lightness. It could be in your body, in your heart. It could be just in the pictures in your mind you're seeing that joy. Now come back into your body, and when you're ready, just slowly open your eyes. How did that feel, the joy in the body? Or that peace in the body? Did you notice how you went from a place of contraction and maybe pain, maybe conflict, that just with your choice of switching your attention, switching your mind, that you allowed that to be in your body? Did you see that choice, that awareness, you were in the contraction, and then you allowed yourself to experience something besides that, that choice was yours.
Mm. Angela's sharing felt light and airy instead of the heaviness of my first thought.
And that it was a choice, Angela. It was your choice to switch from the heaviness of that first thought or feeling to something different.
Yeah.
And maybe there wasn't such a big contrast, but something was different.
Mm.
Some little thing, even. That's how easy it is when we're in that pain, we're in that. I'm lazy. I like things simple. I don't like a lot of work. So if it's hard sometimes, it takes me a long time to do it. Like I've been wanting to share all the wisdom that I have from all these years of meditation and two gurus. And Selena's been telling me for 5 to 7 years now, just do it, just do it, just do it. I'm lazy. So it's taken me this long to stop fighting
I
that.
am lazy? Really? You're going to put
Well,
that
okay,
into
I'm sorry.
existence?
I am the two most powerful words for a human being. I am. I'm not lazy. I am freedom. I am courageous. There's something I learned a long time ago. Another one of the most powerful things is that you have 30 seconds to change a thought that you turn loose out into creation. If you become aware that you say something that you wouldn't want to put on yourself or anybody, you can say, cancel, cancel, cancel.
Mm.
It cancels it on the physical, the emotional, the mental area of the world. So it just cancels it. So it doesn't go out into the world to add to more stress. Now I've gone someplace totally different than where we were, which is choice. When we become aware, the first thing. Second thing, we always have a choice.
And can I add on to that? And then we're
Definitely.
going to come back to your comments because I know we've missed some comments. Just because we change the direction of our thinking doesn't always mean that the emotion will immediately change. This is sometimes how we can get into spiritual bypassing by saying, think happy thoughts, think happy thoughts, think happy thoughts. Okay, okay, okay. All the pain's supposed to go away. Sometimes the emotion is there and it needs to be felt. Again, like I said a few minutes ago, emotion, energy in motion. Emotion is this energy moving through us. So it is, we speak of this often. Yes, the power of your mind. It's very powerful to train your mind to think consciously. You find yourself in that contracted moment and you say to yourself, what have I been saying to myself that's making me feel so much contraction, so much pain? And then you start to recognize, oh, I keep saying to myself, I don't like my life. I don't like this person. Life is crap. It always happens bad. This always goes wrong. We recognize that the story we're telling ourselves, the narratives we live inside of, play a big part in our experience of life, a really big part, one of the biggest parts. But again, just because we have the power to shift our thoughts doesn't mean that there isn't maybe still some emotion that needs to be felt, that needs to be tended to. So I just wanted to add that in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's where compassion comes in.
Mm.
You know, it's like having compassion for yourself. There, like Selena said, there's nothing that isn't welcome here in this group right now. And that's what I found in life for me is that there's nothing that I don't welcome because everything is a gift. The pain is a gift, the sorrow is a gift, the guilt is a gift, the repetition is a gift for being compassionate with myself, with others, loving myself. I have come to the conclusion that there is no such thing as a mistake. We don't have mistakes. When we step in something that we don't want to step in on the ground, that's not a mistake. That's a lesson to be more aware of where we're walking, to be more aware that we don't want to step in that anymore. It's all about awareness, not mistakes. Everything led each of us to where we are right now. And for years, I thought, oh, I was so much more evolved. I was so much nicer than I was before. But that really isn't the truth. The truth is, you cannot regress. In this path of life, this path of growing in love, growing in consciousness, growing in compassion and love for yourself and for others, compassion and love for yourself and others, it's always, always more, more, more in the direction of light, no matter what it seems like in the moment.
Yeah.
There's so much happening in this world right now. The world turned upside down. But that's the way it's supposed to be in this moment. And our challenge is to be aware and to know that we're just perfect the way we are in every single moment. Every single moment. And when that awareness comes, we become aware that we have a choice. Maybe it takes one or two or 100 times that we have a choice to move from where we are that may not seem comfortable or may not seem kind to someplace better. And I use the word joy, but happy, even just a taste of something that was happy, even just a taste of something that was where you could breathe easier.
Yeah, and this is, I think you're addressing Gary's question. What if you can't remember the last time you felt true joy? And I think, one, I think you're not alone in that love. So thank you for sharing that. As always, when we have questions or shares, it's, I think, impactful for everyone. And there are a few things we can do in that experience, actually. One is to remember something that maybe just felt uplifting or peaceful. It doesn't have to be some big, profound moment. It can just be something simple. Just, we've done these meditations. I think I have a meditation here on the app called, oh, what's it called? Hmm. I'll post it in our group. So if you're not part of our Love Heals All group, join us there. I'll post it there. But it's basically a meditation to guide us to access thoughts or memories that conjure up more uplifted feelings. And we can do this in a really simple way. It doesn't have to be a moment of big joy that we remember. You could just, close your eyes and, think about something that's mildly uncomfortable, something that contracts you just a little bit, some annoyance in your life, for example. You could notice how it makes you feel in your body. And then you could, take some breaths and then think about something that you're really grateful for, or something that feels exciting in your life, or something that you're looking forward to, or a really sweet moment from your past, or a loving moment, or a playful moment. It doesn't have to be a big expression of joy. It can just simply be about something that is shifting you from that contracted state to a more expanded state. So I'm going to come to the computer, come closer so that,
Carmen is
yes, you can stay right where you are though, because if we both come forward,
okay.
then our faces will be cut off. Okay, so we're going to come back because there are a few comments here that we missed. We're going to go way back, all the way back to Anika. Thank you so much for your patience. Okay. Anika is sharing, I'm on the fence. I receive and absorb the message and do the work 24/7, 365. I'm watching you both with tears and a smile because in my change, which I thank myself for, I would love for my mother to come walk with me, but she's super resistant and she almost shuts down when I show up in this authentic self, which leaves me conflicted. But I am okay with understanding it's okay to not understand. Yeah, love. Yeah, it's not easy when we want to bring our loved ones along. But like my mom was saying earlier, in the context of compassion, we don't know what is, really going on for someone. Even the people that we're closest with, we don't truly know their path. And so for us to, how do we love someone and say, ah, this is their path? I mean, how many of us have friends or family members that choose things in their lives that we feel are destructive or unhealthy, or we can see how much better their life could be if they just made this change or that change. But the real thing is just to love them as they are. We don't know their path. We don't know their soul's journey. We don't know their contract. So, how do we love them as they are? And anyone who's ever tried to micromanage, control, or, change someone in your life, you know that that doesn't really work. And if there is something that works to truly make a shift in the lives of others or in our relationships, it's love, it's compassion, it's being really present with someone. So thank you for sharing that. I feel it in my heart. And you can come here and join us, and we'll have a big hug and we'll go for a walk together and be in this together. Okay. Carmina is sharing, as a child, I was expected to subordinate my feelings to those of everyone else. The unstated message was that my feelings didn't matter and were rarely validated. So as an adult, I struggle with the idea of self-compassion. Yeah, love. That's uh let me just pull this back up. Your comment just slipped away. Um yeah, naturally it would feel difficult to be compassionate with yourself when you were raised in an environment where you weren't allowed to express. If you haven't already practiced it, I would invite you to listen to my self-soothing meditation. Part of the meditation is all about giving parts of ourselves space to express. And if you're not already part of our the Awaken My Heart, a guide to living with self-love course, this is a really gentle way to start in this journey of greater self-compassion. So many of us have come into this course without much experience there or cultivation there, or feeling like we don't even know how to begin. So it's a really nice way to experience a shift and feel supported in that journey of how to really love ourselves and be more compassionate. Thank you for sharing. Marita's sharing, there's the mind saying, oh, so you've been procrastinating. Practicing, sorry. So you've been practicing meditation and investigation all these years, and look at you. Then there's the yes, I'm one with the universe. It will be all right. Back and forth. Absolutely. And as my mom has said to me for so long, whose voice is saying that? Like when I tell her, about how there's a voice in my mind, or like my mind is judging me for this or judging me for that, or there's this feeling that I should be somewhere else that I'm, not, or whatever it is. And she would say, whose voice is that? Whose voice is that? Is it the voice of the self, the huge, bright, beautiful being that you are? Or is it the voice of the ego, that contracted experience of consciousness? And for anyone who's been with me for a while, you're familiar with the teachings that we come from, and they're not to annihilate the ego. The ego isn't some evil bad guy that we're trying to get rid of. The ego is this, I just imagine like this precious little being that we need to like bring it into our hearts. Saima, my beloved teacher, our beloved teacher, teaches us this, enlightening the ego. It's not about getting rid of the ego. We need the ego to function in these human bodies. Enlightening the ego, pouring love, pouring light, pouring compassion into the ego. Thanks for sharing that. I can relate. Hi, Marine. Okay. Carmina shares, growing up, my sister and I laughed at everything. Our miserable mother used to yell at us for it, or more accurately, at my sister, who was the middle child by definition, could never do anything right. Regardless, it took both of us down. Thus, I learned to equate joy and laughter with being yelled at. Yeah, sometimes we have these neural pathways. We have these connections of what, this means this, right? If I do this, there will be this consequence. And we all have different neural pathways, different patterns inside where things like that are linked, but they're not actually related. For some of us, it's if I speak up, I get in trouble, or if I allow myself to be beautiful, bad things happen to me. I mean, there's so many things like this, right, where we have this correlation. So, one thing that we can do with that, if you wish, um, let's see here. I'm trying to think of something that would be simple but be powerful to work with that. Um, One, I might just say to myself, I give myself permission to be in joy. I give myself permission to laugh. And you can also, when you feel laughter arising in you, or you feel some kind of joy rising inside, arising, you can bring your little one to the surface. Go in and find her. Go in and find her, and then let her see through your eyes. Show her the beautiful things in your life that you've created. Show her that it's safe to laugh. Show her that it's safe to be in joy. Say, look, right now we're here in the privacy of our own home. It's safe to laugh. Play with her. And I know you want to add something onto this. So add something onto this. I'm coming back so you can say something into the mic.
Joy is your essence. And when you laugh, the ego is like a little voice in your head. And basically, it was created to protect you. Most of the things the ego has done over the time, it's done to protect you. But as we evolve more and more, the ego becomes less and less powerful, and it doesn't like that. So it tries to hold you down. It doesn't want to disappear. It doesn't want to die. So it tries to hold you down, feeding you thoughts that bring you down, that don't allow you to feel who you truly are, be who you truly are, your essence. And when you laugh, the mind can't think.
That's a really, really, really great, powerful, simple teaching. When you really laugh, the mind turns off. So everyone here, your homework until we're together again, find a way to laugh. Whatever it is. Watch something funny, go do something goofy, find funny videos, whatever it is. Go to a comedy show, do something to really make yourself laugh.
And Dr. Chopra said one time, he said, even if you say ha, 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 that it starts to activate the endorphins in your body to bring that joy up and release it.
That's like the heart of laughter yoga. Yes, a lot of it is just it starts with mimicking the sound of laughing, and then that can start to wake things up inside. Okay, let's see. Yes, Neil, you can come here too. Anyone who wants to just be in this little love puddle, you're welcome.
Yes,
You're very welcome.
you are here.
We are here together. Okay, I think I can scoot back because we've gone down to the bottom of the line. Let's see. Carmina sharing. We're great, Carmina. Yeah. I'd love to have you in the course. It's so beautiful to be there together. Angela's sharing, I'm giving myself permission to be seen. It's safe now. I don't have to be invisible anymore. Oh, I really feel that love. I really feel you saying that. Brings like a tenderness to my heart. Beautiful. Beautiful. Mm, yes. Oh, you're coming in? Coming in, Anika? Great. Kamina sharing. One time, my sister and I were on a long drive. After 3 hours nonstop of laughing, we had to get off the highway and get away from each other for a few minutes just so we could breathe. Oh, what a
That's
joy.
beautiful.
What a gift to have that.
Yes.
I love it. Oh, beautiful. Thank you, friends. What a very rich time together, and the great love and gratitude to Sandy for being here and sharing her beautiful heart and wisdom and love with us. Anything you'd like to share with our community before we start to come to a close?
It's been my joy. And there's nothing but energy. So we are all here together right now with our hearts touching and loving and being together.
Yeah, we are. We are all connected.
And I'm very grateful for each of you.
Oh, I love you. Angela, Sharon, Sandy, you are a very calming presence.
Thank you.
Anika is sharing abundant gratitude to you both. You are both pure, divine, radiant lights. Yes, as each of us are. As each of us are. Remember, we are this ocean of presence, this ocean of light, this ocean of love, not emotional love, but love as the purity of the essence it is. Each of us are this. And then there are these layers of the stories and the layers of the trauma and the layers of the emotion. And so we forget who we are. And we're identified with all of these layers. But really, we are each this ocean of the beauty of life, of presence. Thank you all. Thank you. I'm so glad and so grateful to be together. Always, always, always. Ah, right, Carmina. Right on time, right? Yes, I hear that. I hear that. I'm so glad, love. So grateful. So, again, if you're not part of our group, Love Heals All, I invite you to come be with us in our group. You can join Sandy for her live. Hopefully it's on her profile page by now. They were a little slow getting it up there. But again, her profile is Andy Magrum. And you can find her live sessions on her schedule there. Again, the first one coming up is February 10th at 6 p.m. 6 p.m.? Yeah, 6 p.m. Eastern. And I think that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sweetheart.
I think that's all. Any last words, my loves, before we complete today? Hi, Elena. I saw you laughing earlier. Made me happy you're here with us. Yeah. So good to be together. So important to be together in loving community and conscious community, waking up together, journeying together. As beloved Ram Dass said, we are all just walking each other home. Beautiful, Angela. Enjoy, enjoy. Maureen sharing, I'm so grateful I came today and had the opportunity to meet you, Sandy. What a wonderful relationship you have. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, thank you. And thank you for the reminder to be compassionate, says Mel. Yeah. Okay. So, see you next Wednesday. Same time, same place. We'll be together for, oh, no, I think it's earlier next week. Let me just double check before we complete. Next week, our satsang might be 2 hours earlier. How do I find it? Here. Nope. Sorry. There we go. Oh, my phone's off. That's not going to be very helpful, is it? Thank you for your patience. All right. Oh, yeah, it is 2 hours earlier. So next week, we are meeting at 3 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday for our satsang, right? Time conversion. Yep, 3 p.m. Eastern. And then we'll be together for our asana session on Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern. And remember, follow Sandy. Go check her profile out. Enjoy her beautiful grace. Let's support her. Let's get the word out that she's offering this live so that we can just let her radiance touch so many beautiful souls. Okay.
Love you all.
Love you so. So grateful. Let's do a big group hug. Just bring everybody in and just squeeze, just squeeze them between us, right in our hearts. Right there. Love you, friends. See you next time. And remember, I have a website listed on my profile page if you want to stay connected. Come find me. See you soon.